the Boram Postnatal Retreat is located in New York City at the Thompson Central Park. The mission and vision of Boram Postnatal Retreat is to make postnatal care essential in the U.S., whether that's through Boram Postnatal Retreats or just bringing more of a focus and education as to why postnatal care is needed. That's our number one mission in America.
My first child came out in 2010. My second one was born in 2014. And both times I had mild postpartum depression, and the recovery journey was just really rough, going straight into recovery while taking care of an infant and working full time. That struggle really became the founding motivation for us.
Most birth complications, whether it's physical or emotional or mental, happen postpartum and go often undetected. In a place like Boram, we are able to detect early and often any emotional or mental struggles that women are having during this critical period. And the studies show that perceived support of new families leads to higher mental wellness later on, which can impact both mother, baby, and the entire family unit. The average cost of a Boram stay can range anywhere between $900 and $1,000 a night. So a Boram postnatal retreat stay includes obviously a beautiful hotel room, a 24/7 nursery, and individualized care from our care teams.
There are two important causes of postpartum depression, and we're trying to address those two elements all year inclusively during their stay. One important cause is postpartum anxiety, and the other cause is postpartum fatigue. And we are really supporting you to really carve that time out to focus on you, to heal and rest, and we can take care of the baby.
We also provide evidence-based education, 3 meals a day provided for our mothers that are catered towards postpartum healing, 24/7 feeding support, so whether that's bottle feeding or lactation support. Of course, if there's any emotional or physical needs, we're also there to provide that support. We have all newborn and postnatal supplies available for guests. The guests will stay here, rest, recover, get educated, and then on their way home, we have what's called a transition home conversation, and we help parents to take small pieces of Boram home with them. And then we have a follow-up call at the end of their first week after being checked out. And during that call, we can connect them to any additional resources they may need.
This culture of supporting women after giving birth has been around for centuries, but it really turned into business about 20 years ago in South Korea, where people were migrating to the city, living more in the urban setting away from their village, away from their families. And it really became a business idea to set up a facility to support women right after giving birth. I remember creating this Excel chart to compare pros and cons of giving birth here versus going to Korea. Because in Korea, more than 84% of women that give birth go through postpartum care centers. So it's a part of the norm, it's a part of a culture, and that's so huge. And I think what we're doing now is also part of starting a movement to increase the awareness, educating people to advocate for their recovery. So what we try to create here is not really a replication of what they have in Korea or other parts of Asia, but really wanted to create something that fits the needs of our clients here, our guests here living in the States, especially New York. It's been about 14 months since we launched. We are already seeing more than half of our guests who are coming to stay with us are not Asian Americans, meaning they're finding out about this option for the first time. And I think we already began to revolutionize the way people understand about this postpartum recovery.
So the overarching goal at Boram is to make postnatal care essential. And to do that, we need to also make it more affordable. So we are working with companies with B2B projects to try and have companies invest in their female employees to provide this as a healthcare benefit. We're also working to get this covered by insurance.
Looking at the percentage of the guests who have come to stay with us, about 5% came from the corporate partners. We want to make it 10 this year and greater in 2024. One of the fast growing postnatal retreat in a birthing center in China were bought by ByteDance, which is a TikTok's parent company, for over $1 billion. And I think that can indicate the growth potential for this industry.